everyone. Today's vlog is going to be a little different. I have been contemplating making this video for about a month. I would maybe more like 2-3 weeks. I'm overthinking right now. Right now, I'm headed to go get ice cream with a friend, and I just really need to talk and say some things, and this is so weird knowing that people are gonna see this. That's like honestly so strange, but I'll explain a little bit more later. Real quick, when I first thought of making this video, I was like, okay, I need to make sure the lighting's good, I want to make sure my background's good, I want to do this, do this, do this, when at the end of the day all I want to do is really just talk. And the reason I do YouTube and the reason why I love YouTube is I love documentation. If you know me, I love journaling and I love keeping random things. Like, look at this random wall. Literally a chocolate bar, a random thing that me and Julie got together, a random thing that me and Julie got together, a little thing that my friend sent. I like to be able to remember and look back on things, and YouTube allows me to do that. I'll talk a little bit more later, and I will see you then.
Hey friends, it is currently like 12 something and I didn't get a chance to film this video today. I was hanging out with a friend and she helped me out with some schoolwork. The video that I planned to film today I didn't get a chance to, and it's late right now and I don't really want to film and be loud because obviously my family's sleeping, so I think I'm going to film it in the morning. See you then. Okay. Good morning, everyone. All I've done with my morning is make my bed, make my breakfast, and now I am filming this. I was very indecisive about, I just don't know about how I feel about this whole setup, first of all. I was very indecisive about making this video, so then I started thinking. Of course, first the negative things came to mind. Oh, I don't know if I want to do this, like, you know, da 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 da. Then I asked myself a question that I always ask myself when it comes to making YouTube videos, and why I spend hours editing and why I spend hours uploading. The reason I love YouTube and the reason I make videos and the reason that I film videos is simply because I love documentation. I love being able to look back on a time that, if not recorded, if not written down, if not taken a picture of, is just a vague memory in my mind. I love YouTube because I can look back and see how I felt in that moment, and I can look back and in the present moment I can record and I can keep track of my life. And it's like journaling. I love journaling because I get to look back, and I love taking photos. The background had nothing to do with it. I just really wanted to be on my bed, and this was the best position. But I love taking photos because I can look back on times, and this is why I make YouTube videos. And for me to be able to look back, the weirdest thing, but to this day, one of my all-time favorite videos was the Goodbye Julia video. Not because we have to say goodbye to her, but whenever I watch it, it takes me to such a place of like, I was so sad at that moment. It was real. And I just thought the music was so fitting, and the shots that I was able to get were so fitting, and I just love that footage and how I edited it. And I can look back and I can feel those feelings, you know. Obviously it's not exact, but it's the closest thing to exact that I have. And so I was like, this makes sense to do this video. This is for me to watch years later and understand, or try to vaguely understand how I'm currently feeling and how I've been feeling. Typically, I like to keep my videos as short as possible, but for this, I just overthink too much. Like I was saying in one of my first clips, that I wanted to make sure the background was good, and I want to make sure that I was wearing something nice, and I had all my notes written down, but at the end of the day, that's too much thinking for me, and I want this video to be completely just me. And just me not overthinking, and just me talking to y'all and to my future self. I didn't really plan this video to be a video to my future self, but I feel like that's the direction my mind is taking it in. I'm just gonna just talk. And this video might be crazy long length and I don't expect people to watch it, but if you would like to, go for it. My current mental health. I'm overthinking. Essentially, my mental health has not been its best. It's not its worst. It's definitely not its worst. But like I said, it's not its best. I think I'm just gonna start if I'm ever overthinking, I tend to start when things started. And I'd have to probably say around early October. Around early October, I got some news that initially didn't affect me too much. But as time went on, so much confusion was just built and built and built and built and built. And with that confusion, with fear and with the unknown and with the unknown, just not knowing what to do. I knew that this thing with the whole situation would last until a certain point. Until that point reaches, I'm kind of living in this up and down road of high points of confusion, high points of fear, and low points of confusion, low points of fear. Being okay, being like at a good point, being overwhelmed, feeling just empty and just nothingness, because it's like you get to the point of feeling so much that you kind of just get numb and you don't feel at all. That situation has kind of been hindering me. Essentially, overall, I am so confused right now. Okay, I am so confused. I feel confused. I feel an idiot sometimes. I feel so stupid, and I'm feeling overwhelmed sometimes. It's gotten better. Definitely, it was pretty bad. I'm confused about the situation that arose in October. It's gonna continue on until a certain point. But until then, it's very unknown. It's very in the future. And with that, at first I just didn't want to open up to people, because just in general, I don't tend to open up to many people in my life. I am a very open book type of person, but with things like that happened in my past, or this or that, but with things that are happening currently, I tend to keep that stuff very private. I tend to keep that stuff to myself, and I always put this not pressure, but I always keep it to myself. I'm like, Christine, like, no one else needs to hear about your life, and it's just you. There was a point in late November where I just couldn't take it. There was so much emotion being bottled up inside of me, and good emotion and bad emotion. Once again, confusion and just not knowing. I feel blessed to have the life that I live, and just emotions, and I just couldn't take it. Around late November, finally I reached out to a friend, and I talked to her on like a Wednesday, I think, and I just poured everything out. And I was just sitting on her couch, so many tears, and so many words were said, and so many hours passed, and she knew that I struggled with opening up to people with things in my life. She was the same way when she was around my age, and she was like, Christine, like, I feel like you think of yourself as a vulnerable person, but you don't trust people. I feel like I'm exposing myself for something, but not in a bad way, but I just I'm a very open book, and I feel like that's why I feel like I see myself as a vulnerable or a open book or an open person. But at the end of the day, I do, like, and I've known this forever, that I've had some minor trust issues, but I didn't realize that not opening up to people was a result of me having trust issues. I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, like, I want to fix that. Like, as much as I am this joyful, eccentric, expressive person to my friends, I mean, everyone struggles, and I just needed to get over the fact that it's okay to not be energetic and to be eccentric and to be expressive. It's okay to just let people know that you're not okay. So from that point, I told 2 friends about it. I got the opportunity to talk at my friend's club at her school, and I opened up about it. I didn't plan on doing that. I never thought I'd ever do that, but I did. I was just able to open up a little bit more. The number of how long I've been filming has been blinking. Now it's stopped. Okay. Yeah, I was able to open up to that, and there's still one person in my life that I want to open up to, but I just haven't gotten the opportunity to yet, just because there are a lot of things going on in both of our lives. And so after that point of late November, I was able to slowly collect myself, and I thought of filming this video around late November when it was at its worst. Once again, not the worst it's ever been in my entire life, but when this whole feeling, when my emotions were just high. But I didn't. It's just like time got in the way, and I just couldn't fit the time to do this, and I was like, I just brushed it off. I was like, not a big deal. But recently things have just emotion, just a lot of emotion. And this calendar, if y'all watch my videos or seen in the background, I have a post-it note calendar. I just have post-it notes with the days of it. It was like late November, and I still hadn't changed my calendar from October to November. So I did that, I journaled. Yeah, I just tried to get my life together. I cleaned my room now, but school has been a bit hard. Not a bit. School is hard. School has been very hard for me, and I am a total English social studies kid. That's what I love learning about. Math and science, it's not that I don't like it, it's just I don't have the passion for it, so I have less of a want to do it. And I am currently behind in school. I'm okay with putting that online. It's fine for me. I am behind. I'm not stressed about being behind personally. I'm leaving for a trip, and some stuff with the flying agency and the airlines stopped us from flying the day that we thought we were flying. Now we are flying essentially 4 days earlier. We are flying very early in the morning. Instead of flying at night. And essentially, I really want to finish my math and my science courses by that point. And that leaves me, I have less than a month to finish my math and science courses, and that's how I'm going to lay it out for myself. That's a challenge. And yesterday, I opened up about school to a friend. I was like, hey, I just need help. I really need help. And I know you're not the best at math, but I just can't do this alone, and I know I'm not going to be able to do this alone. And she was like, yeah, like I'll try my best. And that's all I wanted. I just needed help at the end of the day. I just needed to reach out for help. And once again, I just don't like to burden people with my problems, and it's not that. I know that my friends don't see it as that way, but I just don't like to open up sometimes. Like I said, trust issues, blah, blah, blah. But I just had to open up over ice cream, and I got a chocolate orange vegan flavor, and it was one of the best ice creams that I've ever tried. So that was good. I guess kind of the sum up of these parts of my life right now. I'm very confused, lots of emotions, and Christine, just share and open up. And there's been a lot of sharing in my life. And that's a lesson that I feel like I've learned this season, is to open up and to let myself just cry. Another thing that I briefly wanted to talk about was music. Music has always been a love of mine. And yesterday when I talked with my friend and I got help from her, I felt so relieved. And my heart was beating so quickly, so quickly. I am about to embark on such a journey and on such a struggle, but you know what? It's going to be okay. I can finish math and science. I can do it. Okay, my battery got full. Sorry about that. Recently I've gotten my ukulele in my life. I always loved learning instruments, and that's another thing. I feel like I don't want to say this before saying this, but I always have valued my education. At the end of the day, I love learning. It's one of my favorite things in the world. And the thing is, for me, I love music, and sometimes I focus on music more than I should be. and I should be focusing on school, because at the end of the day there should be balance. Of course, if I could choose, I would play music all day long. I need to graduate high school, and honestly at the end of the day I want to graduate high school. It's not a need thing. Obviously sometimes I don't want to do my school work, but I know that I want to graduate high school, and I have realized this within the past couple months of life, that time is quick, life is short. Anything in your life could vanish now, could all go away. And so I have just been valuing my time, and I'm an overthinker, but I've been catching myself being like, stop overthinking. You don't have time to overthink. Just go. Just do it. You need to go to a cafe to focus. Just go to the cafe. Whenever I see friends, that's why I get so excited. I get so excited. I didn't see a friend of mine in 3 weeks, and I just wanted to see her so badly. And I remember the first time seeing her, I literally wanted to cry. Obviously I didn't. I just cherish people so much more than I did before, and I cherish my time so much more than I did. Even if I wake up late, I'm like, Christine, you have this day, this full day. It doesn't matter that you woke up late. You have hours ahead of you that you can use them well, and use them. I feel like when I watch this later on in life, I'd be like, Christine, life's too short. Why don't you just play a crap ton of music? I realize that, and at the end of the day, I want to fill my days with music, and I want to fill my days with just that joy that I get from it, but I know that I also get joy from graduating high school. And this is a time in my life where I just have to discipline myself to be like, I have to do this. I'm going to do this. And I'm gonna accomplish this. And music is, I just love it so much. I've been filming for about 40 minutes now. Obviously, this isn't a 40-minute video, but I've been filming for about 40 minutes. My mental health right now, currently good. I'm okay. There have just been a lot of things going on that have just made me extremely confused. It's been very relieving. Just gotta take a deep breath in. Like, literally, I'm explaining right now, like, looking forward, I just gotta take a deep breath, continue to take my deep breaths, and things will be okay. Things will work out for the good, hopefully. And yeah, I just really hope to finish math and science by the time I leave for this trip. Just gotta work hard. I gotta work really, really hard. Work well, kids. But work hard does pay off at the end of it. You can do whatever the hell. If you feel confused, I'm confused. With life, with the future, I'm in your boat. And it's okay to feel confused, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed. The number one thing is, I suggest you open up. When you cry it out, or you yell it out, or you punch it out, or you like get a kickboxing class, not on someone else. Just let it out, because that feeling of having it all in your chest is just so much on a human being. It is so much on one human being to just keep it all inside. I don't know, I've never like said this or anything, but if you feel like this video, you want to comment how you've been feeling recently. Even it's right now, I'm living my best life. I am on top of the world. I would love to hear about it. But at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. And I feel relieved, and I feel like I just need to conquer things, and I feel like I can do this, and I can do this, I can do this, and we can do this, you can do it. Whatever the hell your goal is, you can do it. Remember to pay attention to your loves and your passions in life, whether that's music, or that's dentistry, or that's photography, or that's painting, or that's neuroscience, whatever the hell it is. Remember to not neglect it and give time to it. But if there are some things that you want to do, that you need to do, keep that in mind. Remember to balance things out. Anyways, y'all, if I could leave you with one last thing is, I always say thank you so much for watching, but seriously, every single person that watches these videos, I thank you so much. And I want you to know that I truly do love you, and whatever the hell is going on in your life, life is hard. And people that think that life is easy, I'm sorry, what? My dad needs me to do something now. I need to move on with my day. Life is hard, but we can all work through it, and we can all be there for each other. And we, even through the hard ass times that we may face, we can always still have joy within those times, and we can always still look at the good things in life. Like, for example, the days have been super duper sunny. This life is beautiful, and this day is beautiful. And even though I'm confused, even though I am slightly scared, even though things aren't exactly great, even though I'm not living my best life right now, it's okay. And I'm so incredibly thankful for the life that I live, and I'm so incredibly thankful for the people that I have in my life, and for the things like YouTube and like music that I have in my life. I can't believe I made this video. I don't know how much I'm gonna edit down, but we'll see. Honestly, y'all, to be completely honest and real right now, there are definitely some things that I wanted to say, but I just need to move on with my day, and I'm probably like just gonna journal those things. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in a little bit.